guys, this is Gamer Cow, probably doing his intro too early there because I thought XSplit was recording before it was. We are still playing Pokémon Platinum, of course, and, well, it looks like the diary thing just doesn't want to work anymore because it's been more than a full day since my last recording and it's just like blip. I reckon maybe it doesn't do it day by day now and then, I don't know, or maybe it's just because of emulation. It's probably just because of emulation. Anyway, we reached Eterna City last time, and I've attempted to fix a couple of the delay problems, so not delay, but like some of the lag stuff. It doesn't really seem like it's done the best of jobs there. Give me just one sec here. It just slows down when I'm recording. That's unfortunate. Like, I guess my computer can do it fine otherwise, but when XSplit's on, whatever. So, Team Galactic have got a pretty decent presence here. And yeah, they're looking to steal Pokemon from trainers, it seems, which is kind of bad. And well, I suppose that's what. Yeah, well, they kind of are. I guess that's what the problem in this place is. But we did leave some trainers behind. There are 4 fishermen here en route to our 5. I really just didn't give any sort of exploration for this place whatsoever before, so let's just go ahead and show off this area. I don't remember, there are actually berries up here. Okay, I thought there might have been an item, but there is not. Also Pachirisu kind of a thing. I don't think Pachirisu shows up here normally. I know it shows up later, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't show here, so don't make me unable to run from this thing. Pachirisu is kind of fast, but you know, this is just obnoxious. Pachirisu is so annoying, like seriously. Oh my god, come on. Hey guys, we're starting new Pokemon stuff here. We're gonna end up having no time for anything at this rate. Okay, so Cherry Berry, that cures paralysis. I don't remember if we've seen that one yet. We may have though. Patchy Berry, of course, we've seen that for poison. And then there's a couple of Oran Berries over here as well, so that is pretty cool. And that corner is looking suspiciously devoid of a patch of grass, so there's probably an item to pick up there. Let's take a look at that. And indeed there is a super potion there. So some items that are hidden are fairly obvious where they actually are, but others are not so obvious. Also, if you come down here you get a guard spec, which will prevent you from taking stat drops when you do step control blitz. Yeah, it prevents stat drops in battle. It's another one of those X items, basically. So, Elite Apparently fishermen belong to the Elite Four now, so that's fantastic. I actually don't have a ground type on me at the moment, so no point in switching out here. Even though I'm probably going to get paralyzed by the static, and that's obnoxious. I guess I'll just Thundershock it. Since Charm has cut my attack to doing like no damage here, I may as well just go for it. I don't even know if Pichu still has an attack at this point. It might have lost Thundershock, which would potentially explain why it's doing all of this. Although it could easily just be doing it because Gen 4 logic, you know. And yeah, we got a paralysis, a 10% paralyzed chance on the Thundershock there, so I do go first. I do not get myself paralyzed, which is really good. And yeah, these fishermen would normally have low level stuff like Goldines and Finian and Magikarps, because every single Pokemon game has to have that one Magikarp trainer. Like that's just an absolute given, so we will need to deal with that as well, which is okay. These Pokemon are actually strong enough now that they can survive some of my hits, which is kind of annoying. But, the flinch is not what I want to see. Gust, however, is special attack, not affected by the defense drop I have, and is resisted, so I am a-okay with that. It's a good job it's not Twister, because Twister actually can flinch as well at a 20% rate, so that is not quite so good, but Shaun of the Sheep over here is definitely going to appreciate this level up right now. That's a lot of experience towards the next one too. And then a C-Dot, which I will switch out of because there is no point in staying in with like -5 attack. Is it 4 or 5? I think it is actually -4 attack. And there's just no point staying in when my Thunder Shock is resisted, and I have an Aerial Ace that I can use instead. So let's go ahead and do that. Should two-shot C-Dot here, or just one-shot it because Heracross is a beast. I suppose C-Dot's not exactly the strongest of Pokemon to take on, but even so, that's still pretty powerful. So, gasping like a Magikarp. Yep, alright, so this trainer here is one of the EVing masters in this game, because this trainer is the one who normally has the 6 Magikarp. However, with it being this game, you know, the randomizer stuff, it will be between the Pokemon of similar power levels to Magikarp, so it will not just be exclusive to that. But Magikarp, for those who do EV training in Gen 4 for whatever reason, you know, like if you want to go back and do it, Magikarp gives you 1 speed EV per thing, and when you get the Versus Seeker, you can come back and do this fight a lot, and it's always 6 Magikarp, and you will always be able to get stuff from that. And if you can hear that bleeding seagull in the background, then I apologize, but once again, warm days, you kind of want the window open, and that seagull is a pain in the butt. But it might not even be audible. It depends on who you are, I suppose. Anyhow, level 18 over here, pretty useful. The nice thing about these not all being Magikarp is that some of them you actually will get some decent experience from, and you see the Pokemon here are not all the same level. So that's kind of cool, because, you know, that Sentret gave us quite a lot of experience, to be honest. But I think this guy only has maybe 2 Magikarp at most that can actually damage you normally, so that's kind of cool. You know, you can easily get around this guy. Also, Pichu gets 2-shot by Thunder Shock at this point, which is great because it means I don't have to care about this stupid charm. And I don't think there are very many, if any, ground types that could actually be randomized into this here. So, in before the last Pokemon's like a Diglett, and I just cry. But I don't know if Diglett can come in with this. And, okay, that's something that could potentially stop me a little bit, but you know what, Thunder Shock is probably still good enough to take this on, as it does 3-shot, that's okay. Copycat I think just steals the last move that got used in battle, so yeah. Back in Gen 5 there was a neat little trick you could do with a hidden ability, what was it, Riolu? Well, Riolu's hidden ability is Prankster. It goes to Steadfast when you get Lucario. But it's not Steadfast, is it? It's, what is it again? Justified. There we go. But, yeah, the neat thing about it was that it could get +1 priority on Copycat, and in Gen 5, Copycat could call Roar. So you would set a bunch of hazards up, you would then get in like Focus Sash Riolu or whatever and roar the opponent, and as soon as you've done that you would then Copycat, because Riolu can apparently learn both Roar and Copycat at the same time, which is kind of fun. So then you would basically have a +1 priority Roar that would go every time, and you wouldn't, unless the opponent had a Sandstorm or Hail, like, you know, passives, you would kind of just be able to shuffle their entire team until they died, which was pretty great. But apparently Copycat could not copy anything there, and the reason for that, of course, is because I went before the Cleffa, and I did not get to use a move there, so Cleffa had no move to copy. It's a pretty interesting move. It's not quite the same as stuff like Mirror Coat. Oh, thank God that missed. Oh, seriously, 4-turn sleep. Please. And Encore doesn't work because I didn't do any moves there either, so yeah. These fights can get annoying sometimes, but hey. Like I said, there's only 1 Magikarp that could actually do any damage to you despite the varying levels here, because Magikarp takes until level 15 to learn Tackle. and there was only one Magikarp there that was above level 15. So yeah. Even though they weren't Magikarps here, you can just imagine they normally are. The levels have not changed with the randomizer, so yeah, that's not an issue here. Hey, it's Teddiursa! And it is actually a pretty high level. Again, my Pokemon, for the most part here, are kind of underleveled at this point, because I haven't actually tried to raise them anymore. Like, I haven't done any grinding stuff again yet. That's something I'm gonna have to do a fair amount in this, really. Because unlike X and Y, and you know, Gen 6 as a whole, the experience share is not overpowered as all get out in this game. So I do actually need to level my Pokemon outside of stuff here. You don't get experience for captures, that came in Gen 5, and the experience share is not a key item, it's a hold item, and it actually splits the experience rather than giving the lead character, the lead Pokemon, all of it. Oh, apparently he does not fight you. Yeah, the experience share does not give you like full experience for your first party member and 50% to everybody else. It equally splits the experience that like you get 50% to whoever used it and your lead member. Anyway, as you saw there, we were not able to actually go down the side of Eterna Forest stuff either. There are a couple of bits and pieces down there, but we need Cut to get that, and we shall get Cut before we end up leaving this place. But as you could imagine, with the Rock Smash HM requiring the first badge in order to use, Cut will require the second badge. That's usually how it goes in most games, actually. I think Cut is usually the second HM that they give you access to. Anyway, so Underground Man's house. I'm not going to go there just now because I can't really do anything. Jerks. I can't really do anything with it anyway, so yeah, that's not something that's going to happen just now. Anyway, the bike manager is unfortunately not here right now, so we can't get ourselves a bike, which is a bit of a shame. And that's something we are going to have to fix if we want to go too much further into stuff. But for now, yep, back in the day it was something completely different apparently, back in my day. Yeah, old cities, but you don't really think of it that way anymore because it does look kind of a lot more modern. And yeah, creepy tense atmosphere, not so good. You can actually get that item, I believe, because you just go here, and that is another super potion. So you can see my sort of usual mentality is I don't tend to buy very many items in terms of healing stuff because you tend to get a lot of them on the outfield, so that's kind of good. Anyway, let's see the specialties of this Pokemon, because the natural stuff is all the same. We actually get access to Nest Balls now as well, and these, as they say there, they work best on weaker Pokemon. The lower level they are compared to you, the better. We're not really going to be able to use them too much though, so we'll just ignore those for now. But yeah, if we ever need to get lower level Pokemon again, it's good to have a couple of those around. Yep, escape ropes are pretty good. You'll be able to get back to... It's the same as having Dig. And yeah, you basically buy stuff. Gardenia's too much? Oh man. Yeah, well, maybe you should get a flying Pokemon then. Genius. There are plenty of them around. And this is the generation where Staravia exists, so you have no excuse. Like, Staraptor is amazing. Anyway, here is the name rater, as the thing out there says. So we have reached a point where we can change your nicknames in our Pokemon from this guy right here. So I know I've said it a few times before, I do not have a Breezel, I'm afraid. If you have any changing like name stuff that you want, any Pokemon that I have in my party that you want to change the names of, let me know in the comments, and if I prefer your name to what I already put up, then I shall go ahead and do so. Also, it should be noted now that every Pokemon that we catch you can suggest a name for, and I could instantly go and change it between videos, so do make sure to have that. Anyway, we get a TM for a move which we cannot actually learn by TM anymore, Recycle. So if you consume a held item in battle, then Recycle will let you regain that item. It's actually an interesting thing. Like nowadays, there's a endless battle clause because of stuff like that. There's plenty of ways of doing it, but the original way was to basically have a Leper Berry and a recovery move for both you and the opponent, which is Heal Pulse and say Slack Off. And you would basically just recycle a Leper Berry every time that you ran out of a move, and the opponent would never get to die because they would just struggle, and you would Heal Pulse them so that they don't they don't end up thinking that. See, this is what I'm talking about though, when I said it would be nice if a Pokemon game let you choose your own path here. This guy's implying that you can do that, but you have to beat the gyms in order to progress, so it's really not so open-ended as he would claim. Anyway, set some traps, blah blah blah. This is talking about the underground stuff. There was a game in like a game mode for local Wi-Fi stuff that the underground here, that you could go in, you could set traps, you could go like catch people's fights and stuff. It's a pretty cool mode, but I don't think I ever was able to use it, which is a bit of a shame. Nobody that this game came out when I was in undergrad, and nobody I played with really cared about it, so it's like whatever. Yeah, so down the bottom here is the cycling road. We cannot go there just now because and we don't have an explorer kit either, so yeah, that is something I will probably do next time. I'm just showing the general place here. There's actually nobody in here, which is a bit weird. But yeah, I'm just showing the general layout of the area. The gym is down here, and last challenger, hopefully speedy, blah blah blah. His name is Timmy, heck yeah. Uh-huh. So, we actually could just go ahead and go for the second gym at the moment, but that would probably break my face right now, so I don't really fancy doing that just yet. Instead, we're going to go up here, because this way we have not yet gone, and we get crashed into again, because obviously there are not two other tiles that you could have walked on there. And Pokemon statue? Yeah, Eterna City, one of the things I do like about Gen 4 in general is it's very, like, hellbent on its legends. And I don't mean necessarily legendary Pokemon, although it is quite, caught up in those as well. But, like, the lore of the land is very well fleshed out in this game compared to most of the other ones. Now, I think if you're playing Diamond and Pearl, this statue, if I remember rightly, this one is actually of the mascot of the game, but here it's just Palkia because, this is a fusion of the two stories. Sinner's Myth, blah blah blah, yep. So there's that. And you could have just walked behind us, right? Whatever. So that's the second time we've dealt with Cyrus here. And, yeah, no shocks to guessing who he really is. Anyway, brilliant flash of inspiration, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that would be really cool if you could do that. Except that would be cheating because, direct input in a turn-based game is kind of not something you can do. Yeah, this is an awesome Pokemon. So this is Eterna's statue, and yeah, the plate's been torn away. That is a Palkia, and we shall deal with that later. Anyway, stay away from the Pokemon statue. Oh man. Investigations indeed. Anyway, what have you got to say for yourself? You guys are probably not wanting to see all of the stuff here, but to be honest, it's been so long since I played these games that this is kind of what I do when I play through these things. Like, I tend to talk to everyone, if only because a lot of people actually give you items, and I like to know what stuff you can get when. Creation of Dia, give her time, those tears, blah blah blah, the blessing of Dia. See, that kind of doesn't make sense to me because that statue is not of Dialga, it's Palkia. But I guess there were two inscriptions? So yeah, there's one about Dialga and one about Palkia. Create controllers of time and space respectively. Mists in space, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's apparently a third inscription, but what could it really control? That is a good thing, you know, to ask. It's not really a good thing in general, but you know. Yeah, lots of festival stuff. So, like I said, very heavily into its lore, this game, which I find is actually super cool. You know, I like it when games have a lot of description stuff that way. Up here, there is actually a thing over there, but we can't reach it right now, so there is that. I think there's also an item down there as well, but we need surf for that, and we do not have surf. So yeah, anyway, Route 211 is another new route, so there's another new Pokemon possible here. So what are we going to get? We're not going to get a Beautyfly because that is not a Pokemon I can catch. But it's okay because it's something I can kill for experience, and it's faster than Shauna, go figure. Shauna is a very slow sheep. But you know what, that's fine. Like, Ampharos's base speed is only 55 at max, and this thing's probably got a really low speed IV as well, so not exactly super strong in the outspeeding enemies department, but it is good at leveling up, and that is exactly what we are doing right now. So you can see the special defense, because of the boosting nature, is good. Its defense is actually really solid as well. So other than speed, and I guess attack, because that's a lower nature, and it doesn't have much natural attack, this is actually a really cool Pokemon for that. Now, Cotton Spore is a really neat move if you are interested in slowing the enemies down. Cuts their speed by 2 stats. Unfortunately, it's got accuracy issues, which I didn't actually know. I kind of assumed it was perfect accuracy, but it is not. And Thunder Wave does the speed lowering job better, in my opinion. So I don't really need to have Cotton Spore. If the enemies are ground type, sure, I can't paralyze it, but most ground types are also pretty slow, so I don't really need it for that. Which is fine. Anyway, surprise trainer! That does not really sound like a ninja creeping up from cover. That sounds like a Zubat, good sir. You literally just said Zubat. Oh, god damn it. You literally just said Zubat and it's like, surprise! Can I switch out of this? I guess I would switch to you if I could. Yes, I can. Okay. So it doesn't have Arena Trap. That is fine. Diglett's really scary to fight with, you know, an electric type is the thing. Because if you get Arena Trapped, then you are kind of in a lot of trouble. Anyway, let's go Rock Smash. I should probably have gone Horn Attack. I really should have gone Horn Attack, that would have actually killed it, but never mind. We'll just have to deal with another minus attack. That's okay. I'll probably switch out Bugsy on the next Pokemon anyway, because -2 attack on Heracross is really not where you want to be. It's not a pretty experience whatsoever. That said, it is a Hoppip, and Hoppip is weak to flying, so I don't really need to switch out, I guess, and I don't really want to get Stunsport or whatever anyway. -2 Aerial Ace with a crit, ignoring my attack debuffs, is more than enough to take out the Hoppip, so that is pretty great. And the last one, Nincada, is also flying weak. It has a lot more defense, so this will probably take 2 or maybe 3 hits because I'm at -2. Yeah, 3 hits because of the -2, but that's okay. Fury Swipes is just a slow attack, it's not really too damaging, so that's okay. 3 hits, not something I care about. So we'll just go ahead and wipe it out in a couple of shots. And yeah, very, very slow animation stuff. I am glad they've sped this up a little bit in the more recent games, because that is kind of painful. Funnily enough, it was actually pretty quick to use moves like Fury Swipes and Icicle Spear and stuff like that in the console games, you know, like the home console stuff, like Pokemon XD and Stadium 2 and stuff like that. They did a really good job of keeping those attacks rapid pace there, which was nice. My Zubat just is. Yeah, normally he would have 3 Zubats, of course, so yeah. So, Ninja Trainers are a thing. I think there's an item up here is what I'm after, and there is. There's a Great Ball. That's good to get, of course. And supposedly the game is like, you know what you need a legendary. Let's have a Registeel show up in your face. At this level, the Regis often have Explosion, and I do want experience, but I don't want to die, so I'm gonna switch out to my Ghost type. And yeah, this is the Gen 4 rendition of the Reggie song, so that's kind of cool. You know, it's neat in a way being able to show this sort of stuff off, so I actually think this is a really good rendition of it. But there you go, instant KO on itself, explosion, and no damage. So that was the Reggie theme, and there's a crap ton of experience from that. So that is really, really helpful, to be honest. This is, again, one of the good things about using the randomizer, is that I can get a lot of experience there. Unfortunately, Floatzel is also an evolved Pokemon, so I can't grab that here. So I want to say I would meet you guys when I can get a Pokemon out of all of this, but I'm actually gonna just go ahead and show the rest of the route off first, because there's not very much else to do here. And that was really bad English, I apologize. There's not a lot else to do here. So I want to just show what the rest of the route has, and then we'll be done anyway. So, and I'll probably do some grinding for the gym and stuff like that. And we may just come across a Pokemon here, which we do. It's a Magnemite. Okay. Interesting. Magnemite's a pretty fun Pokemon, I've got to say. And we can actually get it evolved into Magnezone in this game too. So that's cool. I do already have an influx of electric types that I don't really need to use this guy at the moment. It does have access to Sonic Boom, so I will most likely be switching out against it fairly soon. Wow, that was a crit, jeez, okay. Yeah, Sonic Boom is a set 20 damage. I do not want to lose anybody trying to catch this thing, so I will just switch straight out to Rotom here. He is actually a higher level than me, which is kind of unsettling, but it's okay. Now, in this generation, until Gen 6, really, Steel did resist Ghost and Dark, so this will do very, very little damage here, and it's just to whittle it into red health, is what I really want to do. And the Power Flinch chance stuff is quite nice here as well. Magnemite is a very heavy special attacker, of course, so it won't be doing too much damage with the physical stuff, but it'll do a lot of damage with its Thunder Shots and stuff like that. I think it's actually like base 105 special attack or something like that for... It's somewhat like 95 to 105 for its lowest stage evolution special attack. It's kind of ridiculous, really. I know there's a lot of Pokemon that like that in the end, but the fact that it evolves twice and it has that much special attack to start with, it's kind of crazy. If Magnezone existed in Gen 5 instead of Gen 4, I reckon it would have had 145 special like Chandelure did. So yeah, 130 was kind of the gold standard at this point. 135 was on truly exceptional stuff like Salamance's attack or Metagross's defense, I believe, is at that stage. And that's super awesome, but yeah, 130 was the highest that most Pokemon could ever reach. So Gen 5 kind of shattered that, and I'm just calling this thing Overflow because that's usually what I call my competitive ones, actually. So a lot of my names are going to be competitive wise, but once again, if you want to change its name, although I probably won't be using it at the moment, if you want to change its name, just go ahead and let me know. This guy is a spinner, I believe, so you really don't want to get caught up in him. I do want the item stuff beyond it, though, so if you would kindly turn around, good sir. Thank you. Because I can get past here. Sometimes you get Pokemon coming out of Rock Smash stuff as well, so you do need to be a bit more careful of that. Oh, there's a trainer here, and I did not realize that. You know what? This is a good place to stop for just now. So, this has been GamerCow playing Pokemon Platinum, and next time, we're gonna go ahead and show the item stuff off down here. We're going to... this might not even be a trainer. I forget if this is somebody who gives you an item or not. But regardless, we're gonna stop here just in case it is. We'll show this bit off. We'll go inside the mountain there and catch a Pokemon out of that place and all of that fun stuff. And I guess we will probably have to take on the gym, which means I'm kind of incredibly underleveled for that, but we shall see. Until then, take care.